Good afternoon. My name is Claysha Smith, and this is the Psychological Assessment Report on Mrs. S. This report provides compelling and multifaceted picture of the challenges that she is facing. The interconnections of her anxiety, low self-esteem, and personal stress is particularly striking, and this report effectively highlights how these elements compound each other to impact her daily life and overall well-being. I'm particularly interested in the impact of anxiety on Miss S's function, and this report accurately describes the crippling effects of excessive worry and fear, and it's important to remember that anxiety isn't just a mental state. It manifests physically and cognitively, hindering concentration and performance. Thinking about this, what specific examples might we see if this anxiety manifests in her workplace or social interactions? Are these specific types of situations that tend to trigger heightened anxiety for her? The connection between low self-esteem and Mrs. S' overall presentation is also a key area. This report defines low self-esteem as negative self-evaluation leading to feelings of inadequacy. How might this manifest itself as a self-sabotaging behavior? Could it lead to her avoiding opportunities for growth or advancement simply because she doesn't believe she's capable? Cognitive restructuring, exploring past experiences, and identifying sources of these negative self-beliefs would be beneficial. The past experiences, these would be beneficial. We can also discuss interpersonal stress. And this is critical because it shows how these internal struggles play out in her interactions with others. Difficulties in navigating social relationships and resolving conflicts are likely creating a cycle of further anxiety and decreased self-esteem. Because of these behaviors, we should consider specific strategies for improving her communication skills and assertiveness. Role-playing scenarios could be helpful in building her confidence in social situations and social settings. Has anyone ever had experiences using specific type of social skills training that might be beneficial here? The report also highlights the important point that while Ms. S possesses average intellectual abilities, her emotional distress impedes her cognitive performance. This underscores the crucial link between emotional well-being and cognitive function. I would agree that it would be highly beneficial to determine if it would be advantageous to identify strategies for creating more supportive and understanding environment for Ms. S. The recommendations for cognitive restructuring, coping skills, training, and emotional regulation techniques are certainly essential. Cognitive restructuring in particular is a powerful tool for challenging negative thought patterns and developing more realistic and adaptive beliefs. How do you typically approach cognitive restructuring with clients? I'm often thinking how I can best utilize that information to tailor cognitive restructuring interventions. What are some of the challenges you've encountered, and what strategies have you found effective in overcoming them? When we think of the current intervention plan, I think it's important to consider a multifaceted approach to best support Ms. S. The holistic approach outlined in the report, addressing both the cognitive and emotional aspects of Mrs. S' challenges, is vitally and important for promoting lasting change. It is not enough to simply address the symptom of anxiety. We need to understand and address the underlying causes that develop strategies for building resilience. Finally, I'd like to open the floor for further discussions. What other considerations might be important in developing a comprehensive treatment plan for Ms. S? Are there any potential pitfalls we should be aware of? And what are your thoughts on a long-term prognosis for Ms. S given the complexities of her situation? Thank you.